Der Zugang der meisten Unternehmen zu KI
Currently,
läuft im
most
Moment
companies'
so,
approach to AI
dass,
involves attempting to sprinkle
einzelne
individual AI features across their
diese
software
Softwarelösungen
solutions.
zu sprenkeln.
While this can
Dies kann
sometimes be
zwar
useful for
Sinn,
creating
bestimmte
specific
Funktionalitäten
functionalities, the
herzustellen,
truth is
aber
that
letzten
nowadays,
Endes ist
no
die
one
Wahrheit,
truly
dass
knows which use
heutzutage
cases
niemand so
hold
genau
significant
weiß,
value.
welche Use
Therefore,
Cases welchen
this is
Wert
not a
haben.
sustainable
Das ist
long-term
deshalb
strategy.
meine Strategie,
That's
jetzt
why we develop our
langfristig
product
sowas zu
data
machen.
first,
Deshalb legen
employing a
wir unser
holistic
Produkt an den
strategy for
Daten,
integrating
haben eine
AI across the
ganzheitliche
entire
Strategie,
system.
wie wir KI
This
über das
ensures
gesamte System
long-term
einsetzen,
sustainable
sodass
benefits,
langfristig
avoiding
ein
isolated
großer
AI
Nachteil für
features
die
that
Nutzung
require monthly
entsteht,
transformations,
keine isolierten
constant updates with the
KI-Features,
latest
die jeden
models,
Monat
and ultimately
umgewandelt
lead to
werden müssen, mit
enormous
den neuesten
maintenance
Modellen
challenges.
versorgt und
Therefore,
dann
it's
letztendlich
crucial to
dann
adopt a
irgendwie
data-driven approach
bekommen.
in
Es
these
ist
industrial
wichtig, dass man
processes.
in diesen
The issue with
industriellen
publicly
Prozessen von
available
den
AI
Daten
models and the research
Denn das
occurring in that
Problem
space
mit öffentlich
is their natural
verfügbaren
reliance on
KI-Modellen und
publicly
der
available
Forschung, die da
datasets.
stattfindet, ist, dass
However,
man
these datasets
natürlicherweise
are
auf
entirely
öffentlich
unrelated to
verfügbaren
industrial
Datensätzen
data.
stattfindet. Aber die
Information such as bills of
reellen Daten
materials,
natürlich nicht
production
von
data, or
Stücklisten,
item costs isn't
Produktionsdaten,
available in the
Kosten von
public domain.
Artikeln. Sowas gibt's
The
einfach
proprietary
nicht.
data
Das
is
ist
already
nicht
within our
möglich. Wenn
customers'
wir
systems.
unseren Kunden diese
Making
Daten
it accessible
zugänglich machen,
unlocks
die im
entirely new
System drin
potentials.
sind, dann entstehen ganz andere Potenziale. Wir wollen die Daten, die im
Our goal is to make the data
nahtlos
within the PLM
verfügbar,
system
problemlos,
seamlessly available. The problem industrial companies currently face is that they have to build AI silos alongside their mission-critical systems like PLM or ERP. This approach is fraught with challenges. You have to establish infrastructure for AI separately, duplicate data, and data governance becomes an issue, for example, managing access rights. With our approach, we solve all these problems for our customers at once, allowing them to fully concentrate on developing their use cases with our Fourier layer. At its core, engineering intelligence means understanding the business processes that are executed, for instance, bill of material processes. It's not just about having a single data pool of bills of materials, and then applying a single model to calculate costs. Instead, an entire process is always involved. We aim to help our customers identify and address which individual components of these processes can be enriched or automated with AI. What we actually do is develop proprietary models for specific industrial problems where no market-ready solutions currently exist. This genuinely makes sense. One example is geometry comparison, where you can ask, for instance, I have the following CAD model. Show me all similar ones. You can even input an image or a text description like, show me all worm gears with these dimensions. The system then retrieves and displays them on demand from the PLM system. For this specific area, there's simply nothing else available on the market. To achieve this, one must examine the data in detail, and that's precisely what we do. We possess domain expertise in this field, understand the data used, and know what we can accomplish with it.
What we currently observe in the market is that many enterprise applications integrate AI selectively, primarily to make an impression in their market presence. In contrast with Fourier, we pursue a strategy focused on sustainability. This means we have designed and built the entire architecture to systematically make the information and data within our system truly usable for companies and their AI applications. Fourier is designed to reliably build current and future AI use cases upon it. Multimodality is a crucial component. There's a lot of text information, but also plenty of image information, photos. There are geometric models, 3D geometry, drawings, and so on. All this information needs to be processed and consolidated to generate meaningful inputs for AI. So it's not just about one language model. We use various language models for different tasks, a large reasoning language model for a complex agent, and perhaps a very simple language model to summarize a document. But we also have domain-specific, industry-specific models that can handle more than just language, such as geometry. Fourier AI is a capability of the CONTACT Elements software platform that makes AI systematically and controllably available at all points in the process flow. This includes operating under the conditions of enterprise processes such as rights control. And it does so in a way that automates many things that are currently done manually in AI experiments. So it's not necessary to export data from one system only to stuff it into an AI. With us, the AI is deeply integrated into the system, integrated into the workflows, and automatically available at all points, at all process stages. With Fourier, the data permanently remains under the customer's control, regardless of where they operate their system. For specific application scenarios, the data is transferred to our Fourier Cloud to be processed by an AI. In doing so, we utilize a variety of models offered by hyperscalers. However, the customer has the choice to exclude specific providers. For example, all US-based providers, if the application is for European defense, ensuring that sensitive data is not exposed to models they might not fully trust. We make it clear which data goes into the cloud and which comes back out. And fundamentally, and perhaps as an addition, part of this robustness and platform capability is that all governance rules inherent in such an enterprise application, for instance, which team is permitted to view which data, are also enforced by Fourier. I don't believe we have a plethora of use cases where engineering work only becomes possible through AI. While such cases certainly exist, the primary leverage point is increasing efficiency. It's about empowering the individual user, who may be an engineer, with a stronger tool to achieve higher quality results faster. Use cases we address today in generative AI include generating tests for specific scenarios. This means based on knowledge of requirements and system design, both contained within our system, we can automatically generate tests. Another use case is, quote, generation in an industrial context within the industrial supply chain. In many areas today, it takes weeks to prepare a quote in response to an inquiry. There's immense potential to shorten such processes to just a few days with a much smaller team, primarily to provide an initial response. A simple basic use case, thanks to the multimodality in Fourier AI, is our ability to easily find similar data, for example, similar geometric objects or components, based on 3D information. The effect is that you avoid having to redesign a component that already exists or could easily be modified. We are a company that places great emphasis on user experience in our software product, ensuring that users can navigate the system easily and pleasantly. We've integrated Fourier with the same philosophy. This means, for example, you'll find a chatbot that can be activated at any time within the user's current work context. You can ask it for information or request it to automate specific tasks. But Fourier appears at all possible points in our user interface, so to speak. This means that I might have an AI assistant in a project management application that simply provides suggestions on what I could do in the project, for example, if the timeline has gone off track. Or the AI assistant proposes actions, or I'm in a product context, and the AI assistant points out quality issues that might have been reported from production, and then offers suggestions on how I, as a user, can address them.
Zurückgemeldet worden sind und macht dann schon Vorschläge dafür, wie ich damit umgehen kann als Anwender.
I believe we have now created a very robust, stable, and sensible architecture that effectively addresses automatic data preparation and already enables a multitude of use cases. The next evolutionary stages will certainly move towards supporting things that are currently subjects of research, such as the automatic generation of engineering data or component geometries, which are certainly not yet mature today, as soon as such methods become available. We have a highly competent AI team with truly outstanding specialists. We scout and monitor the market and technology so that we can always provide customers with the best available technologies within the framework of Fourier AI. In many areas, for example, in the domain of large language models, we don't develop them ourselves. This means we delve into our industry-specific domains. We also examine which language models are best suited for the use cases we have. This way, our customers always receive the latest and best available in this field, and this makes perfect sense, as there's incredible dynamism in this area. Billions and hundreds of billions are currently being invested, and it's truly crucial for all companies to stay abreast of current developments.
Wichtig, da am Puls der Zeit zu bleiben.